My stepmother told me I was a stain on her perfect family photos and banned me from every holiday. 10 years later, she begged for a seat at my table, only to find out that some spots are permanently reserved for people who actually stayed. 10 years ago, my father sat me down in a sterile coffee shop. He didn't even look me in the eye. He said, "Sophie, Cassandra thinks it's best if you don't come home for Christmas or the summer. She says your presence disrupts the flow. She needs to build a pure environment for her own children." I was 19. I had just finished my first year of university. I asked him if he was really choosing a woman he'd known for 3 years over his own flesh and blood. He just stared at his latte and whispered, "She's my wife, Sophie. Try to understand." I understood perfectly. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just stood up, left the coffee, and deleted his number before I even hit the parking lot. While they were busy playing Perfect Family in the suburbs, I was in London, then New York, working 20-hour days. I didn't have a safety net, so I built a skyscraper. By 27, I wasn't just an interior architect. I was the architect. I specialized in ultra-luxury private estates, places so exclusive, you need a billionaire's handshake just to see the floor plans. My face started appearing in Architectural Digest and Forbes. I owned a penthouse in Manhattan and a converted chapel in the English countryside. I had created a world so beautiful that Cassandra's pure environment looked like a dollhouse in comparison. Then, the emails started. Not from my father, but from Cassandra's daughter, Mia. She was getting wedding ready and wanted the family connection to help her secure a venue I owned, a private cliffside villa in Italy that usually has a 3-year waiting list. Then came the call from my father. His voice was older, shaky. "Sophie, it's Dad. I saw the spread in Vogue. We are so proud. Mia is so excited about her wedding. She'd love to have it at your villa. Maybe we could all fly out. It would be a great way to finally heal." I let him finish. Then I said, "Heal what, David? I'm exactly where Cassandra wanted me. I'm out of the way. I'm not disrupting the flow. Remember?" There was a long silence. He tried to pivot. "That was a long time ago. We've moved on." I smiled, though he couldn't see it. "You moved on by erasing me. I moved on by building a life where you don't exist. The villa is fully booked. In fact, it's booked for my wedding." "Oh," he gasped. "Well, I assume our invitations are in the mail?" "No," I replied calmly. "I'm just following the rules you set 10 years ago. I'm keeping the environment pure. And unfortunately, that doesn't include people who treat family like a disposable commodity." I hung up. I didn't block him. I wanted him to see the photos. My wedding was featured in 3 international magazines. My mother's side of the family was there, my mentors were there, and my real friends were there. A month later, I heard through the grapevine that Mia's wedding was held at a local country club. It rained, the roof leaked, and Cassandra spent the whole night complaining that they couldn't get into that villa. My father sent a final text. "You've become a very cold woman." I didn't reply, but if I had, I would have told him, I didn't start out cold. I was just left out in the wind until I learned how to build my own fire. Some bridges don't just burn, they vanish.